What's up, guys? It is August 1st. This video is going to go up a lot later than what I'm recording it. So I've had my visa interview that went really well, really smoothly, particularly for someone. I had a couple of visa applications denied for a couple of years back when I went for the big cat sanctuary in America. Trying to get a visa for that was a heck of an issue. But this time it was sweet. Flew down to Sydney. So Sydney, Melbourne, Perth have the consulate. So if you don't live in those cities, you have to fly down for your interview. Definitely not a lot of smiles in there. They take their job seriously, very seriously. They don't smile at all, ever. It was a little weird. They had zero personality whatsoever. I get that they're in security, but wow. Anyway, because it was, I don't know if it was a different visa or because there was not many people getting visas that day, but I was expecting like my other visa applications to basically have my appointment time, but then be waiting for 2 to 4 hours, despite having an appointment time setting. But it wasn't the case, so basically went up, go through security. They are very obsessive compulsive with all their security measures, very uptight, very uptight. Well, like, it's no issues, they're just ridiculous. You kind of feel like you're being punked going through security. Just with what they ask you, it's kind of silly. Yeah, their customer service needs nothing. But anyway, my visa interview was very easy, very simple. And you go through security, then you go upstairs again. I went to Sydney, if I didn't mention that already. Hello, Spooky. You are boogers. And then you go upstairs in the elevator and you go through where they actually interview you for your visa. Hello, Nina. I've got 2 dogs around me now. See, there's puppy 1, there's puppy 2. Going away. Yeah. Oh, now you're both on this side. He's going to growl at you. But it was really simple. You line up. I kind of randomly met up with someone else that was doing the Disney program. We were ironically both there at just the same time. There was like 4 people in our line, and we were in and out in probably 5 to 10 minutes to see the first person in the first little booth, and they send you in the same floor. So take your wallet, because you have to go and pay for in Australia. If you're in Aussie, you have to pay the reciprocity fee, which basically, if our government charges US citizens for a similar visa, US government was basically like, oh, you guys charge us, we're going to charge your citizens for a similar thing. So that's a reciprocity fee, which is fair. Like, if our government does it, their government can do it, whatever. It's $105 US, I think. Well, depending on the conversion rate, it was about $136 or whatever, maybe 140, whatever it was. Take that into account, particularly if you're a student, which most people are doing this program, then just be aware of that. But the process was really simple, in and out in probably, 20 minutes maybe. And then I had the whole day in Sydney. My flight wasn't until, I was out of there by lunchtime. Flight wasn't until after 7. So I had 5-6 hours to kill. Because I like zoo stuff, I went to wildlife and then sea life, which is like a 10-15 minute walk from the MLC Centre, which is where the US consulate is. So yeah, I just spent a couple of hours down there and looked at some animals, some wildlife, which is cool. That was good. And then my visa came. They take your passport to put the visa in it. obviously. And then they send that out to you. I flew down on the Monday, got an email from whatever courier mail place they use on Tuesday, and then it arrived on my door Wednesday. So it's a really quick process. Yeah, and that brings us to now. Sorry, the dogs are play fighting. Alright, so it's August 1st. This morning, before we got up, when I woke up, I got a couple of messages and some Facebook notifications. So our housing stuff went out, and I told you guys that I'm going random with my roommates. A whole bunch of people have 6 friends that they've made, got pretty close to. It's not funny, but I'm not in this situation, so it didn't affect me, but there was all these complaints on the Facebook groups this morning because Disney's housing email released that you can only, and some other alumni or some other people there at the moment said that yes, it happened to them, where normally you can select up to 5 other people, so a group of 6 or whatever, however many people you want in your apartment, you can put them down as people you want to live with. Not for us. So in the email it said that you are allowed to select up to 2 other people. So you can have a group of 3, including yourself, who you want to live with. You're not guaranteed anyone else outside of that. So I think the availability of rooms or whatever might be a bit low for our intake. So yeah, some people aren't too happy, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing roommate gifts because I'm going random. I don't know who I'm with, but there are some people that I know that I'm friends with on the Facebook groups that have got a group of 6. They're doing the whole roommate gift thing, and yeah, they've all made them, and now they're not roommates. So there's that to consider as well. If you're gonna do roommate gifts, maybe give yourself a little bit of time in that week or 2 before you leave, after housing's come out, because a couple of people said that this thing's happened before. So yeah, hot tip, doesn't involve me because I'm going random. Yeah, a lot of people are unhappy. But there's nothing you can do about it. You have a whinge, Pete. There's only so many rooms that we can live in. If there aren't rooms available, you can whinge as much as you like. That room's not going to become available for you. They can't just build an extra room in the next 2 weeks. Anyway, so that happened. Be aware of that if you're going. So the visa is really simple. That's kind of the last hurdle. I'm written on my calendar basically what I need to do to get myself ready, and also because I have pets, there's a lot that I need to do to get ready to actually leave for this program. So it's not really simple. I have things like rates, so I pay council, water, electricity, internet, which are all kind of Jewish now, body corp fees, and then my mortgage, which just being taking that into account, I've kind of set out a budget. My budget's probably going to be different than a lot of people because of I have to pay for things that hopefully, well not hopefully, but if you're a student, most people aren't really in that position doing this program, so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, just trying to be a bit aware of what's going to be happening back here while I'm away. The biggest thing is the pets, which they're all sorted. Got a couple of people. There's Anna. Put your head in. There you go. Head in the frame. Lynn's coming. Yep, there's a cat bum. Alright. Wow. Okay, and on that note, this video is dragging on. Sorry, this is probably a really bad video. You would have hated it. I'm really sorry for the very few subscribers I have. I think it's like 2 or 3. One's probably a family member or so. Sorry if I get any more, and if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna finish this one, and I'm gonna do a video on the Australian versus the American program difference. If you've gotten to this stage in the video, I'm so sorry.